Happy day, happy day, everyone, and welcome to Toxic Leadership Stories. I am so pleased again to be here. We do this every other Monday. We come and share toxic leadership stories, we process them. We want to make sure that you're cognizant that you may be in toxic circumstances and under toxic leadership. So you need to know that so then you can do whatever it takes to get yourself in a safe environment where you're supported and you're able to soar and be able to leverage your own genius, okay? With no resistance. You got to be slippery and slide to the lack of resistance. Tara, please introduce yourself.
Now you make me introduce myself after the slippery and slide and lathery. I can't do it. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I am so happy to be here with my co-founder. Let's see, that's the right side? Co-founder? Anyway. Erica Kessie. I am Tara Payne. I am an anointed alchemist, a giddy innovator, a skilled and charismatic connector. I am a beam of light, a breath of fresh air. And I just finished singing my way through this beautiful journey we call life. And I am the co-founder and CEO of Maven's Meet, where we help founders increase their ROI by decreasing the amount of tasks that they DIY in their business. Okay. You got into business to be the CEO and the star of the show. And so we want you to be able to work in your zone of genius and allow expert support to work in their zone of genius behind the curtains so that you can go and reach your goal. Yeah. And so I am excited to be here with Erica today. We do this again, as she says, every other Monday. And I'm on one this morning. So I just want to let y'all know that I'm having a good time.
Both of us. I am Erica Kessie. I'm the son of the Thriveverse, powered by love, wisdom, and celebration, the universal mother. I am a multifaceted mother, leader, and creator. As a therapeutic COO and co-founder of Maven's Meet, we leverage the power of education and connection. Yes, we're all about being on top, baby. We facilitate the joining of right fit team members, as well as under your Goal Concierge, where I am the CEO. It's all about having your right fit solutions. Yes. Are you a CEO that needs a dynamic team? Well, I definitely have one, and I love my team. But I also know what it's like to have toxic leadership. People who just did not want to see me. They wanted to dim my light, or they just want to leverage my skill set and not really appreciate me. So if you're interested in that, we're going to tell you more about Maven's Meet. We're going to tell you more about your Goal Concierge. And we're so pleased to be here to share these stories and kind of unpack these things. So you all let us know, have you had a toxic leadership story? We would love for you to share with us and engage. I see you all over here. Hello. Please share any toxic leadership stories that you've had. And Tara, yes, are there any things that have come up that you would say, that was a toxic leadership situation or circumstance that I've experienced?
Yes. So I remember I worked in customer service at a big telecommunications company. And I had this boss, honey, bless her heart. And it was a woman, bless her heart. She just was really, how do I say it? Slave driving type. You know, she wanted you to work all day and all night. And I just was like, listen, I was in my mid-20s. And that was the first time I can remember taking off of work for like mental health reasons. I just was like, this is just not working out. But while I was off, I took off. The doctor told me to take off for like 2 weeks. While I was off,
the lady done drove you to the doctor?
Yeah, girl, I was stressed out, Chan. And it was just like
that right there is a tip right there. When you get driven to the doctor because of work, you in a toxic circumstances.
That was my first corporate experience too. I didn't really know.
Really?
Yep, it was. I worked in the customer service department at, like I said, a telecommunications company. And thank goodness for one of my coworkers who was like the lead on the team. She kind of helped me. But while I was out on medical leave, they had like the yearly picnic or something. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the picnic. Now, granted, looking back, I probably should not have gone to the picnic, but she was mad that I showed up at the picnic. If you're on leave, why are you here? And I just was like, oh my God. But anyway, so going through that distress in work actually helped me to see, like, you know what? No, I'm not taking this. So I spoke up and I went to HR about her. Ooh, I like your mug. That's cute. Yes.
And
That's
you
beautiful.
cannot get this on a TikTok shop.
You cannot.
You
You made
can
it.
get this at Five Below.
Well, okay. Well, Five Below. Looks shameless plug. So I actually was like, you know what? This has just been too much dealing with this lady. And so I went to HR and I told them what was going on. And that was the first time I can remember I created a group for the customer service department where I did, where we got a chance to talk about our grievances. And because people felt like they couldn't, like after I did that, other people would tell me stories. And I was like, well, we got to have a way to, have you told anybody? And they're like, no, they're not going to do anything. And I was like, well, we're going to do something. Y'all afraid to talk to HR. I've talked to HR. I'm going to create the group. We'll have a thing together. I'll keep whatever you say to me confidential, but I'll take it and let them know what's going on. And so that was the first time that I created something. So
wow, Tara.
Out of it, but I just was so mad that I that was my first time writing a proposal. This is before ChatGPT, y'all. So I was just tapping away. I felt like Kermit on this memes. I was just like, words was coming to me that I didn't even know I knew, but I was so angry that people were being treated a certain way, that I was like, this should not be. And so I'm grateful that it drove me to actually create a solution. And I've been creating solutions ever since. Look at the Lord. Won't he do it?
See, won't he do it? Won't he will? No, serious. Okay, come on, there we go. Because you were a sweet little thing. First job,
child.
First corporate job. You had to go in there and regulate. Had to go in there and defend
regulators.
All these old people that's already there who just sitting in their despair.
Because they needed their job, and I didn't like that. I'm like, y'all doing people like this, and you're taking advantage of people because you know they need to feed their family.
You just said something right there. People are so afraid to lose their job that they allow themselves to be abused.
It's treated, yeah. It's not so. That should not be so.
No, it should not be so.
Not anywhere where I am, it's not going to be so.
Exactly. So you are a defender of the underdog. That's why I like you.
You know what?
Because that's how I roll too. I don't like any kind of reckless, abusive circumstances. Mm-hmm. And it's not for us to sit in it just because we're going to lose our job. Don't you know you got to walk away from anything that don't serve you so you can have what's the best thing for you? The whole reason why you went through what you went through was so that you can know you want something else.
Yes. And then, so a lot of people, that generation, especially like you said, there were some older people that worked there. They were just taught to get a job, work a job until, the cows come home. And I remember my uncle told me, like, one time he was like,
boo, boo.
Right. That's how I felt. He was like, the cows is home. But he was like, you don't leave a job until you have another one.
For 20 years. So I can't talk. I know what it's like to stay at a job for a long time because I'm a loyal person. Listen, that I bought into the culture. Go above and beyond. Go above and beyond for somebody else's business.
But your loyalty to others should not supersede your loyalty to yourself.
Yes.
Right. So anyway, my uncle had told me that you shouldn't leave a job until you have another one. And I was like, I got to go. Another one is going to meet me while I'm on my way. And it did.
And you know what? We talking about beliefs right now.
Yeah, that's true.
If you believe that you're going to land on your feet, if you believe that I can go ahead and take an action and get myself out of a bad situation, and I'm going to that's all I got to do is jump out of this bad situation and another boat's going to be right there for me. If you believe that, that's what's going to be. But if you believe I'm going to jump out of this boat and I'm going to drown, then you're going to drown.
Baby, I'm not drowning.
Done.
What my mom used to say, I was looking for a job when I found this one. So another one will come. Hello?
Ain't that what you're doing when you're looking for a job? You're looking for one, right? Maybe you're not looking for one. What was you doing? Anyway, thank you for sharing that story, Tulsa. I said Tulsa. Tara. Thank you so much, Tara, for sharing that story. I truly appreciate that. Wow, that makes me think so much more highly about you and what you do in your work as with the CEO of Maven's Meet. How you're really trying to get people who are running the ship of organizations and not being appreciated to step out on their faith and to be their own boss and to go ahead and be in the circumstances that are the right fit circumstances for them. Wow. And you started this, planted the seeds of this as a 24. Wow. And that reminds me, it makes me think about me being 20, 23, working at a job, all these 40-year-old, 50-year-old women. I'm the youngest one there, and they always venting and complaining about their job every single day. They trying to figure out why I'm so bubbly, why I sang a song every Friday. It's Friday, it's payday, they be like, this girl, what's going on with her? Well, guess what? I have to have joy coming in here. I cannot not have it. And guess what? I was esteemed because of my attitude. Now, did they overuse me? Yes, they did. But they sat in the despair of their position, and I was able to move, and I knew that I was going to keep moving even out of there. Some people are still there to this day in that same place and upset and disgruntled. And you know what? We want to tell you, if you don't feel good where you are, it doesn't even matter if it's work. It doesn't matter. If you don't feel good where you are, do something about it. Period.
Yeah.
Do something.
And I would just say, if you don't feel good where you are and it's everywhere you are, then it's not your surroundings, it's you. You have to think about what you're thinking about. Because if you're not feeling good everywhere that you are, then it's a belief, like you just mentioned, that you need to counteract, and you need to say, what am I thinking about? Baby, I always win. Things are always working out.
All I do is win, no matter what. Guess what? That's a belief as well, right? So for those people who are listening in on this and you dreading to go to work, you're dreading to do whatever you need to do or go into a space. The holidays is coming up. If you're dreading going home, if you're dreading have to deal with your mom and your daddy and them, maybe you need to figure out what is the best fit circumstances for you in your life and give yourself that. Instead of enduring.
That's good.
And Chastity said, come through, Chastity. Chastity said, I just quit my job. I knew it wasn't for me anymore. Want to do it? Congratulations.
Yes.
And I would love to talk to you more about where you want to go and what you want to do, because every opportunity, you even being here right now, is an opportunity, okay? For us to be like, oh, who is she? Okay, because it's all about who you know. It is. It's all about who you know to go where you want to go. Wait a minute.
Bars. Oh, yeah.
Write it down.
Listen, while you writing that down, it's all about who you know to what? What?
To go where you want to go.
Okay, well, write it down before you forget, child. Listen, while you writing, what I'm going to do is tell the people that, a lot of people are there. You talked about people. Some of the people are still there at the same place. I recently went home to sing at the church where I grew up, and I was so amazed that I was like, wait a minute, some of the deacons and stuff are still there. And I was like, well, when I was younger, I felt like they were older, but they're still there. Not a problem in that situation, but some people are still doing things that they don't want to do because maybe you don't want to be disrespectful to the tradition. You can create your own traditions. You know, you can create the traditions are made up anyway, child. Make up your own traditions. If you want to have pizza and pumpkin pie on Christmas, then why don't you get you a pizza and some pumpkin pie? Now, don't ask me to come because I'm not gonna eat a pumpkin pie. But what I'm saying is, if that's what you want to do, then why are you not doing that? Like, you only have one life to live, and there's no need. Today is your day. Today is Monday. This is a marvelous day for you to wake up from that slumber and for you to determine, listen, if you want something, it's because God wants that for you. Go get it and stop waiting on somebody to bring it for you.
If you want something, that's what God wants for you.
Yeah. Now, if it's
Go
in line
get
with
it.
no
Go get it. And he said a mustard seed, baby, a faith.
Okay. Because people are sitting in situations where they
one
are
step. Okay. Like, he got the next step. All right. And then the next step. Remember that song? It's a Christmas song.
I don't, girl.
Put one foot in front of the other. Have you heard that one?
I have
and
not.
Soon you'll be walking out the door.
No,
Who needs to walk out the door of the job that you in right now? Okay.
Oh my God.
Who?
Somebody.
Don't tell yourself, I'm just gonna wait till after the holidays. Well, you keep on abusing yourself. Go on.
You know, somebody said, I saw this the other day on Instagram, and somebody said that time is an arrogant assumption. To think that you have time is an arrogant assumption.
Oh,
I don't know what the next moment is going to hold. What are you waiting for?
I want to have joy right now. I got joy down in my heart.
Down, and I know that one.
We are actually for real.
100%.
I was feeling kind of crazy. I told you.
You were, and I'm glad that I see you now.
I feel real good right now, honey. Yes. Between my spearmint tea, okay, and being here with you. Yeah, so let's go into the story. We have another toxic leadership story, okay? And you all share with me what your toxic leadership stories are. I want to know what happened to you. What happened to you? Because a whole lot happens to us, all right? So I want to talk to you all about what happened to me. So when so one thing I want to say is I don't like being in circumstances that are not the right fit. So, and I have a book called Be on Top that talks about not finding my right fit, moving around until I find the right fit. So I recognize that my hometown, which is Nashville, Tennessee, was not the right fit for me. So I started, like you said, Tara, I decided I wanted something else. And so I went for it. Got an opportunity to get paid $10,000 to move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I went. Okay, they paid me. When I got there, I wanted to get in the community because I'm a community girl. So I said, let me see what I can do with SCORE. SCORE is a national organization that pairs entrepreneurs with mentors. So I wanted to go in and be a mentor. Okay, now, me being who I am, they quickly requested that I step into leadership roles. So I was going to be doing the Women's Leadership Conference. I was the chair over that. I was a workshop chair. And so I was very proud to serve because I was one of the only Black women in the chapter. And then a lot of people who was going to SCORE were Black. And so I was very much sought after. I had more mentees than anyone that was in the whole SCORE Tulsa because everybody wanted me. Between women and between Black people, I had most of the people. And then they wanted me to do leadership roles. Okay. So during a leadership call, a revenue-facing member attempted to discredit me and throw me under the bus, okay? And he was an older man because one thing about SCORE, a lot of them are retired. So he didn't recognize that I was on the phone. Oh. Yes. So when the chair said, well, she can tell us about it, she's on the call. He got red-faced and was like, oh. So then I told them what happened, and they were like, and he started apologizing. Okay. Then somebody else started defending him. And then I was like, no, this is the boundaries that I'm going to set with you all. I do not want to communicate with you all or have you all messaging me and texting me and interacting with me. SCORE, I was volunteering. This is not a paid thing. This is volunteering my business mentorship, me providing this mentoring to other people. And but they were always asking me to do things as somebody who was young and spry and black and go out there and be our figurehead so that people can think that SCORE is about something over here. Okay.
Probably because the biggest demographic of people creating businesses is Black women, right? Black women were creating businesses in
biggest demographic. Just like when we had that situation where they've been firing all the Black women. Well, a lot of them are going to go into entrepreneurship. They was running these corporations anyway. All right. So then what happened was they just did not honor my boundaries. I said I did not want to be on any emails. I did not want you to text me, message me. Instead, I was telling them how to better be a leader. I have a whole master's degree in leadership and giving psychological safety and accountability, and they're gonna tell me how much years of experience they've had instead of defending me. So I said to them, goodbye. Why would I go through this when this is a volunteer opportunity? I don't have to do this. I can be a mentor without that. And now I am a mentor of, I got reached out to from the Nashville Entrepreneur Center as well as Build in Tulsa to mentor people in their programs. They reached out to me.
Okay.
And then one mentee went through the program and then converted into a paying customer.
We love those.
So isn't that a great story of transmuting something bad into something good? But I had to defend myself. Yeah. So the key lesson is boundaries are a form of leadership. You as an organization leader or organization has to protect the dignity of the people that you are influencing, or you're toxic.
Let that soak for a second. That's good.
Yeah. So
Boundaries
what you think about that? Trey?
Taking notes, child. Boundaries are a form of leadership, and you have to make sure that you, first of all, what I hear is you got to have some boundaries. Otherwise, people are not going to know how to treat you. Have boundaries.
People don't have no boundaries. They don't have no boundaries on anything. So that's why everybody treats you any kind of way.
And then some people have boundaries and other folks just so used to overstepping other people's boundaries. You have to know what to.
Okay, and let me just say this. I got to say this right here because I tell people all the time. Everybody talking about boundaries, but they don't understand it's a whole thing. You also have to care about yourself so much that you're able to reiterate it. You need to know how many times you're willing to reiterate it to that person, or at that point you're disrespected. Then lastly, what's the consequence? You ain't got no boundary if you don't have no consequence.
Let me tell y'all how one time we were on a call, and this is not a negative thing. It was where I saw boundaries in action. We had a call one time, a group call, and when it was time, like it was 8:00, baby Erica dropped the line, and I was like, where is that? Hold on. Now, 8:00 was the time we were supposed to stop the call, but the way she just dropped the call and went on to the next thing, and I was like, I was going to the next thing too, and she was like, I got to go. I got something going on at 8. And so that was something I was like, oh, noted.
And you know, that was a space that I curated and I left it because I said what I said about what I was supposed to be doing. And I had people in there who were doing things that allowed it to not be the structure that I had created. So I left because what I said is what I said. And that was a clue to everybody else that no, we don't do that. We leave on time because it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be. And people are going to think you are mean. Yeah. People are going to think that you are so many things, honey.
People will think you're rude
or
whatever.
Your business, but that ain't your business. Honey, I'm minding my thriving, not yours.
Period.
Period.
And so what I love about this conversation is that we are equipping people with how to respond if they feel that they've been violated, when their boundaries are violated, because you do not have to stay. You know, you don't, whether that be to leave a phone call, leave a group chat. Come on now. Y'all know the group chat can get out of hand. I don't care who is in the group chat. Leave the group chat.
Honey, my leave and my cut off game so strong.
You like my husband, he'd be like,
I saw something earlier. They said, don't play with somebody who has cut their mama off.
oh, that,
I cut my mama off at 19 years old. I said, ooh, you toxic. I even got confirmation by going to see a therapist. Before I decided to become a therapist, I went to go see a therapist. 19, wisdom, went to see a therapist to confirm what I felt. Because everybody around me was telling me, oh, that's your mama. That's your only mama. It's always like, you know, you got to give her the benefit of the doubt. The therapist said, well, she's toxic. Maybe you should work on yourself and make sure you're good and you can handle her with a long handle spoon if you feel like you want to be bothered. I haven't felt like I want to be bothered because she has not
changed.
She has not become a model.
What is that?
My alarm. Lord, I'm gonna put myself on mute real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, I like that music. What is it? Then I was like, is that we getting ready to go? Music?
So is that the outro?
Exactly.
But yeah. So
you said, yeah.
So people have to understand that a lot of times we stay in situations because you stayed in the situation with your mother.
And that's a great point. Yeah. If the model that you came from is not healthy, then it might be difficult for you to recognize toxic if your baseline is toxic.
A lot of women who are operating from like being fixers, going above and beyond, doing all the things, running the show with no appreciation. Is that what you saw your mama do?
Could be not. Who's to say?
Did you see your mama throwing stuff and doing yelling and screaming? Oh, you think that that's okay? It's not.
It's not. See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, this is another thing. I was working with a couple and they holler out, oh, we play fight. Why y'all fighting? Somebody always get hurt.
Oh,
every time. Oh, that's what we do. We play fight. Well, if everybody get hurt, somebody get hurt every time, and you've been doing it with your brother, and now you're doing it with your partner, why are y'all doing it at all?
No.
People don't get things. That's why we're here to broaden your horizons and say, think about what you're doing, what you're allowing to be.
Yes. And then some people will say,
and I'm sorry, Tara, I cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine. Some people will say, and I think I said this the other day, that hurt people, but I saw that my friend Ebony posted that it's not true that hurt people. Some hurt people are so hurt that they make their life's work making sure that nobody else feels the hurt that they did. And I said, oh, that's good.
But also those same people who make it their life's work to make sure that nobody feels the hurt that they feel, if they are not doing the work to heal themselves, they are still harming people. Because that's what's going on too.
So you
just have to really, let me tell you, if you are going in and you don't feel good, it ain't even about identifying the feeling. It's just, I remember going into my first counseling job and I had to listen to Louise Hay, her 101 affirmations to be able to even be geared up and be able to go in and see counseling clients, or I was not going to make it. I had to listen to these affirmations or I was not going to make it, because I did not feel safe and comfortable in that place. But I was so I thought that I wanted that job so bad because I
Yeah.
had not had a job for 3 months after graduation.
Mm.
I said, "Oh, it's owned by a black woman." I'm so excited about that. And then I also was wanting to be like 3 months, and then I was not interacting with people, and I wanted to do my counseling. I wanted to counsel, so it wasn't the clients, it was the system of the
Organization.
organization. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that too. If you're someone that loves your job, you love doing what you
You
do,
love the work.
you
Mm-hmm.
love the work, but you are in a bad situation, guess what? The work is always going to be your work, but you deserve to be safe, healthy, secure, comfortable doing the work. You don't have to toil and be hurting to do the work.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this because this is a great conversation, like you said, in beliefs, which do fashion, what we walk in. And this is a great reminder for everyone. Um, yeah, that if you're in something that you don't, like, or that doesn't jive with you, then there is something else. Don't, so you, if you're telling yourself that this is the only thing that you can get, stop telling yourself that today. There will be
It's not
something else.
true.
Yeah.
It's not true. It is your beliefs.
Yeah.
I just put up information on my LinkedIn, and I'm at the point where I just attract the things that I want. I just sit up and I think about what I want, and it will show up. Like amazing opportunities will just show up for you. They can and they will. Now, it has to be that you are in a space and energy of allowing and flowing, which makes it be that these things will occur for you. But if you're in a space and that's what they want to keep you in, they want to keep you under pressure. So you can't think about what you really want when you're under pressure. That's toxic leadership.
Mm-hmm. That's the trick of the enemy.
It is a trick.
Calm yourself and get to a place. I used to have to go to my car at one of my jobs. Go to your car. Go where you got to go, where there's peace.
Oh my goodness. That same place I was telling you about where I had to listen to the affirmations. I went to my car for my my lunches. But then I got cool with the people at the job, right? Then they got mad at me for being cool with them because I'm saying, y'all, let's have a luncheon, let's have a sushi day, and I'm doing all this stuff with the people, and they're like, I mean, I couldn't win for losing. Like I just, have you ever worked somewhere where it's like, I'm just trying to make the best out of my circumstances here, and I can't. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Hello, Denise. Lessons from the patriarchal culture. Stick around and be agreeable. Stay late. Know your place. Don't ask for a raise. Be a good girl.
What is that?
I didn't learn that. I was complicit with this culture until my 60s. Compliant. And when I spoke up against it, I was fired. Oh. But I'll do it again in a heartbeat. Yes, Denise. Woo! Thank you for coming by. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you for sharing that story. Wow. Be a good girl.
Yeah, no. What was it? Alanis Morissette song, wasn't it? Be a good girl. You got to try a little harder. It simply wasn't good enough to make us proud. I used to love Alanis Morissette.
Wow. I've never heard that song. This gave me goosebumps, but I so appreciate you right now, Denise, sharing that with us. And that's exactly, we have to speak up against it. And you know what? Yep. A better circumstance is on the way. Like I have transmuted all, like that score situation I just told you, I transmuted that into being a mentor and getting paid. Like she was like, hey, I want to keep working with you. I want to pay you. And I'm like, okay. Like I was just doing it out of, because at SCORE, it was a volunteering thing. I just love doing it. Now I have other mentees. I love it. And then there's so many opportunities that can be that this conflict, this hurt, this ache that you're dealing with right now, if you just take a step out of it, you can transmute that into a better situation. And if anybody ever just wants to chat about that on solutions, on like your worthiness, it's maybe you're supposed to run a business. Maybe you're supposed to, I don't know.
Well, support somebody who's running a business, or maybe you're supposed to, all of that. The opportunities are endless.
It's
maybe
endless.
Mm-hmm.
It's in there, and they are everywhere when you're looking for them. That's a belief for me too. No matter wherever I go, I see opportunity, and there's like I feel overwhelmed with opportunity. Actually, like I can't apply for all of this. I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay down. Like it's so much out here that it's possible if you are looking for the opportunity instead of always beat down about what you gotta do.
Yeah,
I gotta do this and I gotta do that.
I see Denise's comment now. Yes, that makes sense.
You see it? Yes. Mm-hmm. Isn't that great? Yeah. Thank you so much, Denise. I love when people chime in. You all, if you have a toxic leadership story, we would love to hear from you. Sometimes you just want to air it out. Air it out. We can process it. It will help other people to get themselves out of bad situations. People don't even know that they're being abused at work.
And they don't feel know
that they are in these situations, but we can be that wake up call. Yeah. What'd you say, Tara?
I said, and I think they feel it. I apologize for talking. I think they feel it, but they sometimes just don't know what to do, And so it's great. It's good that we do this. And I think I love how Denise shared too, how she, stepped against the system and then said, you know what, I'm not going to continue to stay in this. And so if you have a toxic leadership story, or if you have a way that you have overcome toxic leadership, please share those.
We want to hear that. We'd love to have you come to the show, actually, Denise or Chastity, and share, and also just hang with us and talk more about the stories and lessons you've learned. We all have some lessons that we can share to benefit others. That's what we should be processing and talking through, and allowing ourselves to have, a life worth living.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So Tara, please let us know about yourself again. Here, let me get you her link up here so that then people can reach out to Tara.
Yes, I am the CEO of Maven's Meet, where we leverage the powers of connection and education to help scaling CEOs, solo founders, and small business owners meet their right fit teammates so that they can do the things that they got in the business to do, right? You have a zone of genius, and that's what you should be doing, not the things like checking emails or the other administrative things that are very important, but that don't need to be done by you. If you're the CEO, you need to be doing income generating activities, or to be, championing your cause, evangelizing, doing those things, building the culture, building all that type of stuff. And we want to help you be able to do that in this season. Go to mavensmeet.com. If you are in the city of Tulsa, next Monday at 5:30, we are actually having a Maven mixer for the CEOs. If you're a CEO and you're in the city of Tulsa and you're like, I think I want to add somebody to my team, or you're curious what we do, please come to our event at 5:30. The location is to be determined, but we already have a link that you can register at, and we'll put that in the chat. But yeah, so it's the Mavens and Mocktails tour. Come get some good conversation, learn more about Mavens Meet, and we can learn more about you and hopefully partner together.
Thank you so much, Tara.
Welcome.
And I'm Erica Kessie. I am so excited to be here with my co-founder, Tara. So everything she said about Mavens Meet, it's the place to go if you are looking for your right fit team members, or even a mastermind where you can be involved with CEOs and chat up how you can be more strategic about how you leverage your systems, as well as all of your resources, including getting support that you need in order to scale. Okay. Yes. This is the last the last quarter of this year.
Yeah.
So it's time for you to be thinking through what resources and what people that you need in order to scale your business for 2026 is on its way.
Yes.
And I'm very excited because I'm the CEO of Your Goal Concierge. And the thing I want to talk about and invite people into is the Commander Club. You can go to my website, www.yourgoalconcierge.com. This is for mom energy leaders. What is that? Mom energy leader is somebody who's a fixer, people who are helpers, people who may be neglecting themselves, maybe experiencing imposter syndrome and burnout. And so this is a community for us to be there for you. Basically, the way that you care for other people, you will get that with the care in this space. We have a mastermind, we have workshops, we have a 24/7 co-working space, we have a community, we have Thrive strategists who are high functioning people that can be there for you regarding whenever there's conflict in your life. All this in one membership called the Commander Club, because you're going to command your thriving. So if you're interested in that, go to my website. We'll love to have you be a part of the Commander Club. So yes, this has been amazing, Tara.
Yes. Let's do it again in 2 weeks.
I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Bye, everybody.
See ya.